If you're someone who's suffering from acne, pimples, whatever you like to call it, and it's that bad, or acne is a confidence destroyer. So if you're someone who's having that phase right now, this video is definitely for you. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. My name is Naomi, and if you're a returning subscriber, long time no see. Alright, today's video is long awaited. It's something that I have been wanting to put out there for a very long time, but I just didn't know when I was going to be able to do it. And it looks like today is the day. Alright, so today's video is going to change your orientation about skincare. It's going to break tables. It's going to shake things. Oh my goodness. Like my journey, my experience, all of that. Stick around. Grab a popcorn, grab a drink, because it is details. I'm going to be giving you every single detail of how I got to this point. I'm going to be sharing videos. I'm going to be sharing pictures. You guys, it's a whole journey. It's a whole journey. So stick around and to see how far I've come. So I know the next thing is, what did you use, what did you do, and all of that. But before we get into that, you definitely need to know a little bit of how I got to this point. I remember I've always been acne prone, right from like puberty, 9. I knew that I was acne prone, so I was mindful of what I ate, the usual nuts, butter, and all of that, not eating those things to aggravate your acne, basically. All right, so my timelines might be off, bear with me, but I'm going to try to leave pictures with timelines on them. All right, and then I'm going to use my phone to just like check myself, All right, so I think the year was 2020. Yeah, 2020. So I noticed that of course, if you know me, you know this channel, you know that I do a lot of reviews and skincare and all of that, right? And so I remember doing a particular review of a particular product, and after then my skin just started having like rash like things. So I was like, okay, maybe it's a change of product. Please ignore my lighting. If it's on and off, the sun comes out, it goes down. I'm just trying to use natural lighting here because this video needs to be made today. All right, so I noticed like my skin was just not the way it used to be, right? So I decided to start working on that. I thought maybe it was just like my normal problem. And so I remember trying a few of my recipes, trying a few things, but nothing seemed to be working, right? I spoke to another YouTuber here, a friend, and I told her, and she's like, oh, try this recipe, okay? And I did that, and voila, it worked. My skin, I'm going to put the picture, my skin was looking, back like itself. But something wasn't just right, but I kept on using it anyways, of course. And so I remember using it for like 2-3 months, and I got to realize that I shouldn't have used, later on I realized that I shouldn't have used that product for that long. I should have used it for, it's a treatment, it's not a regular skincare product. So anyways, I noticed that my skin, I shouldn't have used that for a period of time, for a long period of time. I should have just used that like as a treatment, basically. I was using it, I liked the effect it was giving me, and that was the beginning of my problems. So I want to tell you, if you're someone who's using something and you know that something is off about what you're using, you need to stop before you damage your skin any further, okay? So I think the year was 2021. Yes, it was just, briefly after COVID. And it was just my, how old am I now? It was just, I think 2020 or thereabouts. It was just my um 25th. Yeah, it was my 25th birthday. And of course, women, when you get to like your mid-20s, hormones and everything, but I didn't know all of this till later on, you guys. So hormonal acne is a thing. Yeah. And so this was November. um no, I started using that product April 2021. Yes, I used it till up until like August 2021. And I remember my friends, oh, your skin is looking much nicer and all of that. I was so happy. I got back to work and my skin was, on point. And so sometime around, we're still wearing masks. So sometime around August or September, all of a sudden I started having like big ball like pimples. I was breaking out. It started like a rash at first, and then I started breaking out big pimples and everything. And at first I was like, it's just one of those things, all my life. I've suffered from acne one way or the other. It will fix itself. But this wasn't going anywhere. I tried every single thing I could get my hands on, and nothing was working. I have a friend who would reach out to me for skincare advice every now and then she was like, oh, okay, why don't you try, this clinic, right? And in Nigeria we hear about estheticians, dermatologists. We just feel like it's such a luxury. We can't afford it, right? So I'm going to put the name of the clinic in the description box. I'm not going to say their name out here. Check description box. You can ask me questions. Feel free to ask me questions. I really want to help as much as possible. But remember, this is my journey. I'm sharing how I go to where I am now. Okay? And so, when you have that acne problem, you're browsing through YouTube, you're reading things, you're trying out stuff and all of that. Okay? So I think the breaking point for me was November of that year. November is my birthday, so I was like, okay, I need to get my skin together. Let me, it's my birthday. So I think the first thing I did, I booked a consultation. Yeah, I booked a consultation, and because you have to book consultation, I booked a consultation. I went to the clinic. They are here in Abuja. They have in Lagos and Canada and UK and US. They have places. So if you're not in Nigeria, you can definitely get help. Even they do online consultation. Yeah. So I went to this clinic, and the lady attended to me side eye. But there's some products that you have to buy from them, and there are some that you can outsource. My people, I'll plug you. I'm telling you everything as it is. Okay, they're paying shop rent. So she gave me a list of products. After my consultation, I remember I was feeling so bad. This was like a few weeks to my birthday, and I felt so bad. I was feeling very low, and the lady gave me a list of products to buy. She encouraged me. She told me it's one of those things. It will go. At that point, I just excuse me. I was like, sorry. I was like, hey, go here, please. Oh, I need it gone, like yesterday. And so eventually I got those products, and me being me, I know where to get things around here in Abuja. So I decided to buy what I needed to buy from them, and then go outside to buy a few things. Okay, so the particular product I was supposed to get was benzoyl peroxide, and I was asked to get it in 5%. And to me, the higher the percentage, the better, right? So I decided to go for, and they didn't have the brand that I was recommended. So another thing I want to tell you guys is, when they recommend something for you, please make sure you're getting that particular thing, because I believe their patients have used it, so they know that it has a good track record. So when they recommend something for you, please make sure to get that particular product. So I was supposed to get a BP gel 5% of a particular brand, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get 10%. 10%, higher the better. Oh boy, was I wrong. my skin went on a spiral. I'm going to be putting pictures. My skin went on a spiral, like it was crazy, you guys. And that was in October, so I was checking like a month. I couldn't wait 1 month because one day I was with my dad. My dad's like, what's going on with your skin? And you know, if your father says something about your skin, girl, something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. And so I had to call them up and they're like, okay, come in, let's see what's going on. And she checked in with me and she's like, you were not supposed to get that. You know, you guys are trying to be cheap and all of that. And this is what's happening. Okay, so basically they'll give you like a soft intro to see what kind of, they've seen your acne. Okay, let's try topicals and let's see how that, is going to take her. All right, so that is where my journey begins. Okay, I had like ring, like very big pustules on my face. See, I couldn't look people in the face. When I go to work, I was always wearing mask, and anything that would make me to take off my mask, in fact, I didn't like being in public spaces. If I want to take off my mask, I would be in my own space. And thank God for mask actually, because it would have been worse. I couldn't look at people. I couldn't look at my staff. I couldn't look at, I could not communicate with people. You guys, acne is a destroyer. But see me, if I can get to this point, baby, you can. All right. So let's go straight into my process. So when I got into the clinic, I was introduced to one drug. I'll put the name, I can't remember. But that's for like PCOS. So they're going to give you to help you, balance your oils and dry up and all of that. I'm going to put the name of the supplement. You can read up on it. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not a doctor. I'm just sharing my experience. Okay. So my journey officially started in November of that year. So I started with the drug I was given, but like it was very obvious that it was very obvious that it wasn't doing anything for me. So I had to, switch. And here comes in Accutane. All right. So I have a book that I have a book where I wrote down my experiences of using Accutane. So I'm going to make a different video of my Accutane journey, but I did use Accutane during this period. And when I read about Accutane, I read the side effects, I read all of that. I was scared, but at this point, anything to get my skin right. Yeah, so that's just it. You have to do what's best for you at that time. Okay, and Accutane, I'm going to make a whole different video, because if I say let me talk about Accutane in this video is going to be longer than it is. All right, so I was placed on Accutane. I did Accutane for 7 months, you guys. I did Accutane for 7 months. Yeah, every single day I was popping pills, and I'm someone that doesn't like drugs, so for me to be popping pills, like I said, and I was getting extractions, I was getting pills, I was checking in every month. And the lady I worked with at the clinic, I don't want to really name names here, she was really good. She was very kind. She was very patient with me. She was very encouraging. You can send them messages, give them reviews, like they will check in, like you can check in with them and they will let you know, like, oh, okay, this is good, this is bad, you need to come in, let's see this. It's a whole process, you guys, and it doesn't just happen in 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 3 weeks. It's a process, like it's a journey. So I want to encourage you, just know that you're getting the best, and that during this time your skin is good. You're going to be seeing improvement. Okay, it's not like it's going to be bad the whole time. You're going to be seeing improvement, and I know that this is going to make you know that, okay, what you're doing is working. But you guys, this works, and this was very, very helpful. Okay, this changed my orientation about skincare for a very long time. All right, so I'm putting it out to you here now. Skincare has gone beyond pro mixing, because to be honest, I feel like I had both hormonal and steroidal acne. Yeah. So in the clinic, they know when you come in, when they look at it, they'll know that, okay, this is hormonal and this is steroid. Like, they know. So imagine having a combination of the two. Now, some of these steroids are treatments, because even because of my treatments, we use steroids, but they're treatments. They are not like your regular moisturizer or your regular soap or your regular cleanser. They are not regulars. They are treatments. They are things that you use for a period of time and then you drop. So it is that abuse that leads to every other thing. You get it? So my journey at the clinic it's still ongoing, you guys. But my most treatments started from 2021 up until 22. Let me see. So like let me check to see when my skin was like really at its best. Yeah. So from 2021 to November 2021 up until November 2022. So it took me approximately a year to get to this. Now, definitely there were changes from the first month to the second month to the third month. There were changes in my skin. Like I could see that my skin was doing well. But of course, you deal with the acne first, and then comes hyperpigmentation and scarring and all of that. And I was really lucky to know how like those deep pitted scars, because there were a lot of extractions done, a lot of injections given. So like guys, they inject your face, as in they inject it to reduce inflammation. And so those like injections and all those extraction and all those things luckily didn't leave a dent, and then you move on to like pills and micro needling and so many other things. Okay, and right now what I'm just doing is like maintenance. Okay, my hyperpigmentation is still there. It's not as crazy as before, so I'm working on getting to that final step. One thing I want to tell you is that your skin is going to reset. Yeah, because I take supplements, so I couldn't combine supplements with Accutane. I had to stay off supplements for 7 months. I could not do anything, even like topicals, like rubbing cream. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, because you don't want anything to interfere with your treatment. So all them organics and premixing and all of that, I would say on your skin is very okay. But you see their face, you have to be very, very careful. So I wanted to show you guys what my skin is looking like now. This is the morning before making this video. I'm just applying my sunscreen. Sunscreen is your best friend, okay? So feel free to ask me any questions you have in the comments or send me a message. I'll be more than happy to help you. I hope this video has been helpful to someone and helps you to understand that your skin will get better and you will get to that point where you become confident in your own skin, just like I am.